So how does Canelo beat Crawford? Do you think that's a stoppage?
He could beat him, he could stop him. It could happen anyhow, from both of the sides.
Crawford, how good is Crawford?
Crawford is amazing, not just good, he's amazing.
Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient.
Dmitry Bivol has weighed in on the mega fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, and he's picking Crawford to come out on top. In a recent interview, Bivol explained that while Canelo is a powerful and seasoned fighter, Crawford's adaptability, ring IQ, and precision give him a clear edge. According to Bivol, Crawford's ability to switch stances seamlessly and break down opponents methodically over rounds would be a nightmare even for a fighter of Canelo's caliber. Bivol, who previously handed Canelo a rare loss, believes Crawford's speed and technical sharpness could be the key to outboxing the Mexican superstar.
Do you give the blueprint to Terence to beat Canelo Alvarez?
Just need to do his job, what he's doing well. He's changing his stance, he's moving a lot, he's keeping distance. Like this he could win, of course, not with changing punches with him.
Who do you think has more power out of the two?
Canelo, of course, he got used to this weight class more than Crawford. He need to get used to this power, even he's big.
So how does Canelo beat Crawford? Do you think that's a stoppage?
He could beat him, he could stop him. It could happen anyhow, from both of the sides. And Canelo, of course, will try to find some hard punch. To be honest, I didn't see, I think, Crawford in real life. I don't know how big he is. But the size, when I came to boxing gym and my coach told me that one of the rules, it's like respect the weight classes, You should respect weight classes. But he has a very good skill. He's one of my favorite fighters, active fighters now.
Dmitry Bivol recently admitted that he hasn't actually met Terence Crawford and doesn't know his exact size. I don't remember sizes of Terence Crawford, he confessed, but that hasn't stopped him from admiring the pound-for-pound star. Bivol explained Crawford has very good skills. He quickly realized Crawford's move up in weight is no fluke. He went on to call Crawford one of my favorite fighters, praising his intelligence and adaptability in the ring. As Val put it, Crawford can win this fight.
Bivol is the fight you got to study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bivol. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beating Crawford. I got Caleb Plant beating Crawford. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. I got Callum Smith beating Crawford. Just way too huge, of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Canelo because Canelo is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time, and he's actually a little guy who ballooned up to 168.
Showbiz the Adult, a prominent boxing commentator, has revised his earlier stance on the showdown between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. Initially skeptical about Crawford's chances due to the significant weight disparity, Showbiz now believes that Crawford has a viable path to victory. In a recent video, he acknowledged that Canelo struggles when forced to box, moving backward, a strategy employed by both Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Dmitry Bivol to great effect. Showbiz suggests that Crawford can exploit this weakness by utilizing a strong body jab to the belt line, a tactic that could disrupt Canelo's forward momentum and defensive posture. This approach, combining sharp footwork with strategic jabs, could enable Crawford to control the pace and distance of the fight, potentially leading to a decisive win.
First reaction, of course, it was about size of Crawford. Is it okay for him to move up for 2 weight classes? Yeah, and he has very good skill. He able to win this fight, but there is a lot of but, and even not but. There is a lot of things, small things, which we don't know how he will deal with this. He need to get used to the power and pressure of 168. Maybe he will get used to it, and how he will be feeling himself on the same day when he will fighting, how his training camp will go on, a lot of things. But he's able, he has good skills, he's awkward, he can use to boxing stance. It gives him benefits, of course.
Bivol emphasizes that Crawford's adaptability and ring intelligence are crucial assets. He advises Crawford to employ a strategy of maintaining distance, utilizing his ability to switch stances and avoiding prolonged exchanges with Canelo. Bivol notes that Canelo tends to relax after throwing hard punches, which can be exploited by an opponent who remains active and elusive. Additionally, Bivol highlights the importance of Crawford acclimating to the power and pressure of the 168 pounds weight class. He stresses that mental preparation is just as vital as physical readiness, as a strong mindset can prevent the body from succumbing to fear or fatigue during the fight. Bivol's advice.
Just time check this, it is 7:36 in the morning. Delighted to be joined by Anthony Joshua. We've just witnessed Canelo Alvarez become, for the second time, undisputed champion. Your thoughts on the fight with William Skull?
I think it was a good fight. Made it a bit tricky for Canelo to showcase everything that he has in his arsenal, but he got the job done at the end of the day. Didn't take much punishment and can look forward to having that fight with Crawford now, you know, and a two-time undisputed champion, you know. They don't give them titles out. He's earned it, and credit to him and his team.
As you just said there, the fight for Crawford is now set for September. One of them fantasy fights, I suppose, we didn't really see us getting. We are getting it. There is a weight difference there, but yeah, it's on for September, Crawford and Canelo.
Yeah, I wasn't too keen on the catchweight stuff. I feel like there's no rehydration clause, is there? No, so that would be good. And then I feel like Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. showed us that weight is good. Like, there are weight categories for a reason, but you know, providing they're both skilled and talented, there's not much difference in weight. It's just who wants to win. And watching that fight, Conor Benn and Chris Eubank just showcased that weight is all about that. You know, so I'm looking forward to the Crawford and Canelo fight, because I feel like Bud wants to prove a point. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be a good fight. He was just over there a second ago. Calling him Bud like I know him, but Terence Crawford was just over there, to be fair. So yeah.
Former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has offered his point of view on the bout, while acknowledging the significant size difference favoring Canelo. Joshua emphasized that the true determinant of victory lies in the fighter's desire and motivation. He stated, "If Crawford is motivated and focused, and if he trains the right way, he could still surprise people."
Canelo Alvarez fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We promoted that fight many years ago. Didn't knock him out, couldn't hurt him. So imagine if Jake Paul can hurt or even wobble Chavez Jr. It's something that Canelo didn't do or couldn't do. So Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., it's a real fight. Look, people keep talking about Jake Paul, well, he's not a real fighter, this and that. Well, he's fighting a real fighter now in Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It's going to be a good test for both guys. Obviously, Jake Paul, he's a masterclass promoter in what he does. He's been doing some great things. I mean, Mike Tyson, 60 million people. Fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who, when he trains, when he gets in shape, when he's focused, he will be dangerous for anybody. Look, Canelo Alvarez fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We promoted that fight many years ago. Didn't knock him out, couldn't hurt him. So imagine if Jake Paul can hurt or even wobble Chavez Jr. It's something that Canelo didn't do or couldn't do. So there's a lot of stories to come out from this, a lot of great stories for Jake Paul. So I just feel honored and proud that we can team up with MVP Promotions, with Jake Paul, and we can make Zurdo Ramirez with Torticos the mandatory. That's going to be a bloodbath in itself. So we're excited.
Boxing legend Oscar de la Hoya delivered one of the most well-known truths in the sport: a good small man doesn't beat a good big man. He respects Crawford's talent, but thinks the odds are stacked against him. Size, power, and durability usually win out in boxing, and Canelo has all three in abundance.